The case. We didn't play Jordy as much into the game last weekend. We thought Ryan was doing a lot of good things till maybe later in the game, and we decided that we'd go with him. We're still using both of them in practice, and kind of looking for that feel, that hot hand. Either one is taking the reins and running, but we just think they're both good enough to get out there and they can both help us play. Yeah, and the team's getting better each week. It was nice to get off to a good start last weekend against a good football team, and to be ahead at half. I thought our defense played exceptionally well, and unfortunately our old nemesis, a couple turnovers, got us in the third quarter, and then it was getting away from us, and then the kids battled right till the end, and made it a respectable game, and it was a physical game, and when you talk to the Mankato staff, we sure earned their praises how physical the game was, and like they said, we're going to win a lot of ball games yet, and that's the way our team feels right now. Yeah, they kept the guys in front, and boy, they had a talented receiver, a talented running back. That was their backup running back. Their starter didn't even play last weekend, so it shows you why they're third in the country. They got a heck of a football team, but they did. They kept the guys in front, and showed it by giving up 6 points, and then all of a sudden we have a fumble. We have a pass go through our hands, and it's intercepted, and I asked those guys to hang in there so long, and unfortunately this week the turnovers were deep in our own end zone, or in our own half of the field. They didn't have to go very far to score, so you can only hang on so long, and just too bad that we put them in those spots, because they were playing really good football. Yeah, and I don't think what you see, obviously it's not a natural conversion going from tight end out to wide receiver. Usually it's the other way, and so he's obviously a good blocker. He's one of the smarter players on our team. He usually has as good a hands as we have on their team. Bigger target to throw to out there. He doesn't get locked up in man-to-man coverage. You can get off those kinds of people. So yes, he's doing exactly what we hoped he could do when we moved him out there.
Seems like he's a big help.
It's interesting. We were walking by our North Division championship board that's down in the stadium for 2012, and we looked at who we had played in the South, and believe me, I'm very satisfied being done with those guys. We played a schedule right now. Those total team, I think they're like 14-2, so we certainly didn't lose to any bad football teams. But it's interesting. I don't know if we've had a better week of practice in a long time. The kids have battled away. They're still working extremely hard. I really feel for them. Nothing like a win. That I just think they deserve one. They're really working hard, and I think you walk around that field and you sense that those kids honestly believe they can win the North Division, and they got to get a win this weekend to prove it and to start with it. But they're just battling away. They've gotten better and better, and hopefully we're good enough this weekend. And I can't say thanks to them for their effort, for hanging in there any better than they have. They're continuing to just work their tails off. So we're excited to play. We're going to go over to Bismarck, and I'd be surprised we didn't win, and win a bunch more of the games the second half. Kind of some of the ones that have been good and bad nemesis for us this year. They're a big play offense. Got a receiver, Pope, that is leading the country in punt returns, and as a receiver, he's a good player. So the challenge is going to be to stop him from getting those big plays, keep him off the field, don't give him a bunch of chances. But the way we've given up big plays, they're going to throw it up to him and make us cover him. So we got to get after the quarterback and try and make them a little bit one-dimensional and stop them so we can predict when they're going to throw, and that's always easier said than done. But so that's going to be the challenge, and I think we match up well against their O-line and their running game. The one we're going to have to show is that we can cover a good receiver out there. And offensively, they're going to mix it up. They have a defense that is maybe not the biggest. They don't have a lot of depth compared to a Mankato. They're athletic. They've got a preseason All-American outside linebacker and Singer, and the kid's just a great football player. Reminds me a lot about our outside linebacker, Connor Quinn. He's fast. He can play inside. He can play outside, and we've got a kind of formation him and get him out out of the picture sometimes, but we got to hold on to the ball, and we do. We can score, and the confidence of the kids, they believe that. Yeah, they're at home. They're gonna, they moved the football against Augie. They just couldn't make plays in the red zone. They gave up a bunch of big plays, and it kind of snowballed on them. I think they're a better team than the score. It's their homecoming. All those factors, yeah, I'm sure they'll be ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we played a lot of good offensive teams those first 4 games, and I know we moved one of our safeties to corner, and that helped us defensively in the backfield.
And
right, yeah, I mean, defensively, I mean, we know we're physical, and we know we can play with anybody. It's just we had to mentally know that. So
now,
in the North, we know we can do it. We play, like I said, we play with Mankato. They're one of the best teams in the country, and we held them to 6 points in the first half. So we should be able to play with anybody.
And even though